The criteria of this playoff is to get the 4 best teams. I ain't even going to say anything more. You know when I said the best 4 teams, who popped into your mind. And the committee, you know who the 4 best teams are. So do your job. Yeah! Let's effing go! The committee got it! We ain't talking about! Alright, there we go. Well, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me show you what time it is. It is currently... Wait. Oh, there we go. Yeah. It is currently 11:02 a.m., man, yeah. It's go time. It is go time. You know why I'm here. I know why you're here. We know what it's coming down to. The Cinnamon Rolls with their 3rd string, or maybe possibly Rodemaker comes back, but he's mediocre at best. Comes down to them. Texas, who else? Oh yeah, Washington, Michigan, they're getting in. Okay? And if you didn't see last night's video, here's my bracket. This would be my top 4. I think Texas is number 1, Bama 2, Michigan 3, and I honestly believe that Georgia, it's such a weird, let me turn this down. They're just talking, they probably won't even get into this till like 11:10, I assume. What time is it? Show you the time one more time. It is, yeah, my bro just texted me. Hold up, I don't know, focus. I don't know if you can see it, but he said hopefully in. It's 11:03, they'll probably get into it at 11:10. Now, getting back to this. It's such a weird conversation because it's best and deserving, right? Well, to me, the 4 best teams in the country is Michigan, Texas, Alabama, and Georgia. But do I think even, let's just say, Georgia deserves being in? No, because they lost the SEC championship. Because, like, to a certain degree, I will admit, yeah, you have to throw deservedness in there because Washington's getting in. But do I believe Washington's better than Georgia? No. I can't be the only one who thinks that. It's such a weird and tricky thing, and the committee's got a lot to take, or they did take a lot to look at. I assume these rankings are already in. Like, they've already done them. Yeah, they got to be if the show's about to happen. But to me, I'm not worried as an Alabama fan. It's relatively simple. We're one of the 4 best teams. If Florida, it's got to come down to this. If you want to say it's close, right? It's got to come down to this. All these multi-millionaire committee members that got these huge houses, you have to ask yourself this one question. If I were to bet my house on Alabama versus Florida State tomorrow, who am I picking to win the game? Exactly. Alabama. You're not picking Florida State with a backup quarterback. And Florida State fans, no matter what happens, well, if you get left out or what, you probably should get left out. You probably will get left out. I hate it for you because you did everything you're supposed to do. You won every single game. But it's not just, there's not some hidden agenda against Florida State that people have. If any one of the top 8 teams, because let's be honest, it would have been a great year to have an 8-team playoff. And let me say this too. No matter who gets in, they're all great teams. Florida State's not great offensively, but defensively, they're one of the top teams in the country. It's just their offense. It's just so far behind. All right, look. Notable selection criteria. Hold up. Other relevant factors such as unavailability of key players. Oh, what do you know? Jordan Travis can't go. Exactly. Look, man, before I go showing that, back to what I was saying, though. It's not just Florida State. When Texas lost, if you keep up with my rankings I do on Twitter, when Texas lost Quinn Ewers, I immediately dropped Texas to 8 or 9. And I stated when he comes back, I'll bump him back up. Because Texas isn't the same team without Ewers. We know this. Same thing for Alabama. If Jalen Milroe went down with an injury, I'm taking Alabama probably out of my top 8 or 9. It's as simple as that. Most teams, Georgia, most teams lose their starting quarterback, they're not a top 4 team. Now, granted some. And I think a good comparison for the committee is 2014 with Ohio State, right? Remember? Because a lot of Florida State fans are like, well, Ohio State, they got in with their 3rd-string quarterback. But here's the difference. Cardale Jones and Ohio State, they beat Wisconsin 59-0. You don't look like Ohio State with their 3rd-string quarterback, okay? Not Louisville. Florida State has looked pretty mediocre. the past couple of weeks. I gave you the benefit of doubt for the Florida game because it's a rival matchup, but Louisville, it's Louisville, man. Enough said. They lost to a bottom feeder in the SEC. Louisville's not very good. But no matter, well, you know what? No, I'm just going to come out and say, if we don't get in, I will be pissed. I'm not too worried, like I said. We should get in. I'm not extremely worried. What time is it now? It's probably 11:07. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. They ain't going to get in these rankings soon. I'll be back. Well, I'm getting pretty excited. Can't wait to see Alabama at that number 4 spot. What is the debate? Florida State isn't even just not like a top 5. They're at number 8. In my rankings, I got them at number 8. It looks pretty good, yeah. I guess we'll try a new camera angle. Set it up right there, and I'm just going to sit down for these rankings. It is now, they're still talking. They probably won't do these till 11:25 because, you know, they're going to hype this up. That's interesting. Washington's not doing a watch party. I'm picking y'all back up. Look at this. Florida State has the 55th strength of schedule rank. Pitiful and embarrassing. Their best wins, LSU. We beat Georgia, man. We got to be in. Guys, to be honest, I'm done talking about this. I'm ready to see these rankings. Look, here's the last thing I'm going to say to the committee before they release these rankings in probably about 3, 4, 5 minutes. You have stated, Bill Hancock, the commissioner, it's in the handbook. The criteria of this playoff is to get the 4 best teams. I ain't even going to say anything more. You know when I said the best 4 teams, who popped into your mind. And the committee, you know who the 4 best teams are. So do your job. Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm getting hyped. And I'll say it again. I hate it, Florida State fans. You're getting left out. But you're just not. Look, if Florida State had Jordan Travis, I'd sit up here all day and tell you, well, that's a top 4 team. Sorry, Alabama. But with their back, even if they get Rodemaker back, he didn't even complete 50% of his pass against Florida. Florida's awful. It's got to be Bama, man. Not too worried because I do believe Bama will get in. Committee, do your job, okay? Do your job. Kirby Smart, he, quote unquote, Georgia is one of the best 4 teams. Kirby, I'm sorry, buddy, but hey, I believe that, but y'all ain't getting in. Why is Georgia even on the screen? All right, that just ain't gonna happen. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with the Alabama-Texas argument. But even worse, because at least Alabama has a conference championship. Georgia, you don't even win your conference. I don't think Alabama should be ranked ahead of Texas because head-to-head has got to account for something. And also, if Texas would have looked like Florida State the past couple of weeks, I'd have said, oh yeah, Bama's got to get in over Texas. But that hasn't happened. Texas has dominated. You got to throw them in there. They're getting in. And I believe, I'm telling you right now, I believe Texas deserves to be ranked ahead of Alabama. Mike Norvell, quote unquote, I don't think there's a conversation. Look at this goofy goober, man. I don't think there's a conversation. In the bottom left, what an idiot. He knows. He knows. And here's my thing. The committee messed up last year. I told everybody last year. It's coming up. Oh my gosh, it's coming up, guys. Probably be a commercial. I told everybody last year, Alabama did not deserve to be in the playoff, right? We didn't deserve to be in. TCU deserved to be in. They won all their games. Of course, they lost in conference championship, but who cares? They went undefeated. But I also stated, remember, Alabama is better than TCU. Okay? And I get TCU beat Michigan and whatnot. That's just because Michigan had a huge blunder. But just committee, you messed up last year. All right? Well, you know what? I changed my mind. I ain't going to say they messed up last year. TCU should have got in. But it goes back to this. It's a weird conversation because who's better last year, Alabama or TCU? Alabama. But Alabama didn't deserve to be in. And I'm a Bama fan. I'll tell you that. We shouldn't have got in. We lost 2 games. We didn't even win our conference championship. This year, that's a different story, man. And everybody's going to... Okay, here's my argument to Florida State fans. Here's my argument. Because all they're saying is undefeated, undefeated, undefeated. Well, in that case and scenario, I guess we should put Liberty in. That's how you debunk that argument. Just because you go undefeated, it doesn't matter. We're evaluating the 4 best teams. Okay? Okay, let me put it to you like this. It's the equivalent of if you're playing, let's say you play one-on-one with your 8-year-old brother and you go 12-0. You beat him 12 straight times, and I go one-on-one with LeBron James. I'm just saying theoretically speaking, and I go 10-2. Yeah, you're undefeated, but look at who I was playing, LeBron James. I went 10-2. Oh, 2 minutes. Wait, resumes? What is this? Like I was saying though, 10-2 against LeBron, that's the analogy y'all should be using. 10-2 against LeBron is way better than 12-0 against your 8-year-old brother. The bottom, wherever it is. Can't show too much. Damn way to get copyrighted. 2 minutes. It says resumes. I don't want resumes. I'm here for the rankings. Let's get it. What time is it? Update you on the time. Holy crap, we're wasting time. Let's go. Time is 11:17. 11:18. All right, commercial ending in 6. It says resumes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, are we getting into the playoff or what? Committee, I'm going to say it one more time. Do your job. The criteria of the playoff is to put the 4 best teams, regardless of record. Do your job. Do your job. Coming up next, college football playoff revealed. Let's go, man. Good gosh almighty, guys. Give you a perspective on time, 11:21. Let's go, man. Let's go. Reese Davis says last year the 4-team playoff. Sit down, ain't nothing to worry about. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see what they show. They'll probably show number 1 first. Yeah, there we go. Michigan at 1. I'm sitting down for this. That's where I watched the game at. It was my lucky chair. All right. Michigan at 1. All right. 2 is going to be Washington, we know. Shout out to Michigan fans. Clap it up to Michigan. You earned it. Yeah, enough said. Congrats to Michigan fans. Great season, 13-0. Great season. Beat Little Bro State for their 3rd straight year. Washington, yep, number 2. 3 is going to be Texas. We know how this is going to go. 3 is going to be Texas. 4 going to be Alabama. I'll show y'all. Well, they're probably going to show. I'll show you Texas is going to be at 3. Ain't nothing. I mean, I know what the committee going to do. Texas is going to be at 3. And we're going to have Alabama at number 4. Same thing. Shout out to Washington fan base. My apologies. Great season, 13-0. A lot of close. There it is. Texas at number 3. We know what's next. Alabama coming up next at number 4. It's not even debatable. You know who the best team is. And here's my thing. Ask a Michigan. This should be your thing. Ask a Michigan fan. Who would you rather play? Florida State with a backup quarterback or Alabama, SEC champion with Jalen Milroe, Heisman contending quarterback? Enough said. Every Michigan fan is praying right now that Florida State gets in. Hey, Texas, I'll clap it up for y'all. Great season. You beat us by 10 on our home field. I think Texas is a heck of a... Hey, they're number 1 in my ranking, so I like me some Quinn Ewers. Like that for Texas. I assume they'll go 6-5. 6 is going to be Ohio State. 5 is going to be... It should be Georgia. Or, no, 6 might be Georgia, yeah. 6 should be Ohio State. 5 should be Washington. And 4 should be... What? I'm going to just shut up. All right, resume comparison. Here we go. We got Bama, Georgia, and Florida State. It's not even close. Bama just beats Florida. Alabama has a better resume, better analytics, better everything, and last but not least, they have their starting quarterback. Okay? Florida State's Even if you want to say, well, Matt, Rodemaker's going to come back. Rodemaker's mid at best. He's not very good. Okay, mid at best. Who's next? They're going to show 6, right? Oh, I saw Georgia. Bro, I saw Georgia come up. I thought that was the 4th spot. I was about to say, what? Show y'all one more. Sorry, Georgia, you didn't win your game. Wait, Ohio State doesn't count. Oh, I guess Ohio State would be 7. All right, guys, it comes down to this. Well, they're going to talk about this for a little bit. Yeah! Let's effing go! The committee got it! We ain't talking about! Let's go! I knew they wouldn't mess up. They don't messed up. I told you I wasn't worried. They don't put a real team in. Let's go! Let's go, man. Let's go! They call me crazy. Man, you're delusional. Shut up. Matt knows. Yo, hold on. Let's go, boys. We're in. That's all we need. What's the chance? They done effed up now. They done put a real team in. I got to crank up the tripod. Get us back. I got to say, whoo. I told you at the beginning of this video I wasn't worried, so don't act surprised. And I know what you're saying. Well, Matt, you're going crazy because we're in, okay? Let's go. Just because I think we should be in, it doesn't matter till these. Right. Shout out to the nerd. Oh, camera's not level. That's better. Shout out to the nerds, man. Y'all did something right. You're still nerds. I'm still giving you a wedgie probably, but shout out to the nerds. They got it right. You messed up all year long, but you did something right. They don't messed up. They put a real team in. I tried telling Florida State fans you're not getting in. Woo-hoo-hoo. Booger McFarland's so upset. Booger McFarland, shut up. All right, I don't know why you think Florida State should be in, they shouldn't. Florida State, hey. All right, let me calm down. I know I'm getting all excited. Let me wrap this video up. On a serious note to the Florida State fans, the cinnamon roll fans, I genuinely feel bad for y'all. And I know y'all don't like me. It's just, Florida State fans haven't liked me for a very long time because they think I have some hidden agenda against their team. I just don't. But I genuinely feel bad for y'all because you did everything you're supposed to do. You won all your games. But at the end of the day, you're playing with, yesterday, you're playing with a third-string quarterback who couldn't, it's not that he couldn't even complete passes. He's throwing them 10 yards in the dirt short. It would have been bad if y'all would have got in. You should actually be thanking the committee that you didn't get in. Now, of course, if I was a fan of the cinnamon rolls, I'd want to get in to at least have a shot. But you got your backup quarterback, man. You shouldn't have got in. It's saying if Alabama was playing with Ty Simpson, which is our backup quarterback, to give you context, I wouldn't put us in. Okay? And injuries, you got to take them into account. You got to. The committee got it right. To everyone that was commenting on my videos yesterday saying, Matt, Alabama's not getting in. Well, I'm not even going to say it. I could be a little disrespectful and smart alecky here, but you know what? I ain't going to say it. I just leave it at this. If you think Florida State's better than Alabama, you're delusional, and you should probably quit watching college football. You should probably go watch golf or table tennis or something else. I don't care about deserving. The only analogy you need is Liberty when undefeated, okay? And they have their backup quarterback. We're in. They done messed up. They put a real team in the playoffs. Woo! Let's go. Shout out to the nerds. They got it right. I could sit up here all day and talk about this, but number one, this video's already been way too long. And number two, I need to get this uploaded because I know y'all want to see this. I mean, because if we wouldn't have got in, this might have been my most viewed video on the channel, but it don't matter. We're in. Shout out to Alabama. And also, shout out to Michigan. congrats to getting in. Washington, Texas. I like all these fan bases. I like most fan bases, but I've always liked the Michigan fan base. Washington, Texas, Alabama. Ooh, what about this? I just thought about this, guys. You know what? This is good leading up to Alabama and Texas playing again in the championship. You know how this story is going to go. Alabama and Texas are going to play in the championship, and Alabama's going to win on a walk-off field goal, and they're going to carry Nick Saban off into the sunset, and he's going to retire. That's how this story ends, isn't it? Wow, we're really living in a simulation. Shout out to the nerds. They got it right. Florida State fans, well, y'all have been very disrespectful to me, very hateful to me the past year or two, and I don't hold it against you. I feel bad for you. You won all your games and didn't get in, and I'm wishing you the best of luck next year. So, yeah, that's all there is to it. Let me know your thoughts down below about that.